everyone. I wake up every morning at 4 a.m. to hold a board meeting with my pigs. They say to me, if you take care of us, we shall take care of you all the way to the bank. This I do diligently. And I pass on the same message to the rest of my community and thousands of farmers around Uganda who struggle to make a living from the small pieces of land that they own. My farm encompasses the heart and the concept of utilizing small pieces of land to make maximum yields and gain income. This I do by curbing erosion and sustainably looking after the environment. At the heart and success of this farm is my favorite animal, the pig. A pig can actually have qualities to get someone out of poverty if properly looked after. Number one, they are very prolific, fast-growing, let alone being delicious. At the same time, if compared them to the rest of the livestock, they need very little space for production. Take, for example, cattle. Did you know that to produce milk, a cow needs 1 acre of land in 2 years produce milk, while a pig needs only a maximum of 9 square meters to produce 30 piglets in the same time. Let alone this pig has a high carcass yield, 70%. If you compare it to cow, it needs of 50 to 55%. Its meat is not only delicious, but tender and has high curing abilities to make processed products for value addition. And the products are not only processed meat, but also making brushes from the hair, soap and lard from the fat, buttons from the hooves, and leather from the skin. Before I embarked on the piggery farming, I worked as a vet. And in my region, I noticed there was a lot of inbreeding, and farmers were not getting what they would get because of the inbreeding. So I decided if that I wanted to keep pigs, I needed good genetics. But alas, there were no good genetics in the country. The nearest was in South Africa. My husband and I sold a truck that used to earn us $100 a week to purchase a pig worth 4,000 US from South Africa. Everyone laughed at us when they saw we were selling a truck for pig. I remember the bank manager raised her eyebrows when I told her the reason as to why I was wiring the money to South Africa. But anyway, 1 year down the road, I earned 12,000 US from piglets that had been sired by this one boer. I used this money to expand my farm from 12 sows to 30 sows. To date, I produce 600 to 720 piglets a year. I sell each piglet $100. So I earn 60,000 US from just a quarter an acre of land. This money I used to pay for my master's tuition, which was worth 4,000 US a semester, so for 2 years. Now I can afford a comfortable home, look after my children, and also take them to school. I've not seen an animal as wonderful as a pig in this world. I'm what I am because of pigs. And my passion for pigs has earned me a name, Mama Pig. I spend part of my time teaching smallholder farmers how to maximize yields and use the little space they have. Because many a times we think, because we have little space, we can't work, we can't produce. But we can. So I teach them how to make money out of the small pieces they have. And it's not how much land you have, but how you utilize this piece of land. My farm has become a demonstration farm for many people. The youth, children, women, name it. Teaching people how to do different types of farming because it's integrated, crop and livestock. I was surprised one day I received a call from someone in Tanzania who wanted to enroll in a program I offer, 1 week's program on piggery management. One of the farmers I've taught is a lady, an old lady called Nakanwaji Sezeri from Matuga, an area in Uganda. This lady received 3 piglets from the government initiative to look after for the old people, because she's old. Now, right now she earns $200 in 2 months. It may seem little, but she can afford to live on $4 a day compared to the uncertainty of living on less than $1 a day she had before. She can buy medicines, look after herself without being a burden to her children. Once in a while, look after her grandchildren when they come to visit her. Oh, the joy of receiving a present from your grandma. Another lady called Nabanja, may the Lord rest her soul in peace, kept pigs when her husband died. She was able to take her 6 children through school up to university, look after her home, and pay for my expensive vet services. I not only teach farmers how to look after their pigs, but I also teach them how to utilize the dung that comes from the pigs. This I call green gold. Because many a times we buy pesticides, fertilizers to look after our crops, to spray our crops. They're not only costly, but detrimental to our health. And then in the rural areas, these products are of poor quality. Imagine someone saving her meager savings, using her meager savings to buy products that don't work. This is what I do. I teach them how to make pesticides from pig dung by using earthworms, a technology called vermiculture. Now, they not only save money, but their crops are organic, so they can actually sell them expensively if they so wish. And then in Uganda and the rest of the country, many people in the rural areas use firewood to cook. If it rains and they've not fetched firewood the previous day, they will go hungry, even when they have food in their granaries. Reason being, they don't have firewood. Yet at the back of their houses, they have piles and piles of dung. So I teach them how to make energy, biogas from this dung, from the dung. This, again, helps them cook and also saves them from the detrimental carbon fumes that comes from the firewood and the soot. I also teach them they can also have light if they still had biogas, so they stop living in darkness. So the slurry that comes from the dung or the biogas goes back to the garden, so they don't have to buy fertilizers. This is very interesting. So farming or pig farming is not only important to pig farmer, but to the environment and the world at large. This is because, again, in Uganda and most African countries, every household uses charcoal to cook. What does it mean? Cutting down trees. Cutting down trees brings drought and no rain. But if we use the biogas or the dung from animals to cook, then we won't cut down trees. What happens then? We have rain, and then we shall have developed the environment, made it better. In 2014, there was a Best Farmers competition where I emerged the fourth in the country. People were inspired by my story. The young and the old who thought pig farming and farming generally was dirty and wasn't payable started farming because they know we can make it. And I belong to a Pig Farmers Association where 90% of these people are less than 40 years old. So what does it mean? That we won't worry about the phasing ages of a farmer, because on an average farmer in Uganda is 55 years old. My husband and I are starting a school. It will actually start next year, if God wills. We are building a school that is going to teach sons and daughters of African farmers the three things that Africans have failed to teach their children: time management, the value of money, and the culture of saving through farming. Because we believe farming is the greatest timekeeper. In this generation, children think milk, poultry, vegetables, and fruits grow in refrigerators. So we need to teach these children at an early age. Catholics have a saying that if you give me your child at age 10 and he will die a Catholic, same to us if we teach these children at a tender age. They know that farming is not dirty, but is as a business. Then Uganda and the world will be a better place. Thank you.